Give it.
Voilà.
We made it! Okay, hello everybody.
Hello.
We've had a little moment of stress. It was like, it's not working, the connection.
I see.
Well, we made it just in time. I love the bells.
Yeah. We are just in time. It's good. It's good.
Just in time. So, hello. Hola, Maureen. How are you doing? So, welcome from beautiful France. I am Fran, and today I'm joined by the most beautiful guide in the world, Claire.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Claire. So, if you have a chance to come to the French Basque country, Claire is the best guide around here.
No.
Besides, oh yes, you are. Besides that, she is a friend and she works for Rixty, so really she is an amazing tour guide. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? And today we are in Saint Jean de Luz.
Yes.
Okay.
Saint Jean de Luz.
A beautiful coastal city in the Côte Basque. Okay, the Atlantic coast. Okay, beautiful city that we're going to be discovering. So, shall we start?
Yes.
See? Okay.
Let's go.
So, hola Claire. Hola James. Hola Janet. Hola Jamie. Good morning. So nice to see the water. Yes, we're going to see the water today. This city talks a lot about water. So, hola Theresa. So, let's... Hi Glenn. So good to see you all here. Good. Well, let's see how the sound goes. Everything works fine. So, take a look at this beautiful harbor that we have here. So, hola Teresa, hola everybody. The thing is that the village of Saint Jean de Luz, okay, has always been centered in the ocean. Well, this is, in fact, it's not an ocean, this is the river.
Yeah.
Yes?
Arriving in the port, so it's arriving. You have seen just the peak over there, La Rune, the mountain.
Okay.
So the water is going down there, arriving here in the port, and then you've got the exit of the port.
So, that mountain over there, it is
La Rune.
La Rune. I love French. Hi team, hi Susie, hi everybody, hi Avi from San Francisco. Yay! So, from here we have a lot of things to talk today about. One of the most important things has to do with this house that is, well, this village that we have in front is not Saint Jean de Luz.
No, it's Cibourg.
Cibourg. And in this house that we see here, the one that is different, okay, it is a Flemish style.
Yes.
Déjame un momento.
I hope.
Okay, so it's a Flemish style house. And who was born there?
So it's a very famous musician. So he composed the most famous music in the world.
The most amazing one. So we're talking about Maurice Ravel.
Maurice Ravel.
Maurice. Okay, here it's me saying Maurice Ravel, and let's say it in the right way.
No, Maurice Ravel.
Maurice
Ravel.
Isn't it beautiful how it sounds?
So he was born here in this house.
So he was born in that beautiful house.
Yeah.
And he composed in 1928 the Bolero.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bolero, when we think about that piece, a lot of us, maybe not you, Claire, because you're too young, we tend to think about Bo Derek, an actress, a beautiful actress, running on the beach. Yes, Cathy de Bolero. The thing is that piece doesn't have anything to do with that sexualization, okay, or that part, because really the Bolero talks about the ocean, this ocean, okay. Maurice Ravel, he was commissioned to do compose a piece for a Russian ballerina, yes, and at that time he went to America, okay, and he went to America on boat. And back then, the boats, they were machines, okay, steam machines, non-stop from the beginning till the end. That is the background of the music, okay? That Bolero, it is a continuous sound of that machine. That is one of the interpretations that we have. The other one, it is the ocean that we're going to see here, this Atlantic coast. We're in the Gulf of Biscay. And I think is that this tune, it's like the waves coming in and out, non-stop. The ocean never stops. Then when in the Bolero we have the music, the wind is those are the tides coming in and coming out. And as you hear the piece, the music starts going up higher and higher. It's like a storm coming in. So it's a beautiful representation of this ocean, okay, the ocean that he saw when he was born.
Yes.
Right? The piece was played for the first time at the Opéra Garnier in November 1928, exactly, in Paris, and it was an instant success. So that's it.
It's a beautiful story. I love it.
Story.
Here,
Anyway,
yeah.
so let's go. Let's start walking through this nice promenade that we have here. One of the most important things here in the city of Bayonne, Saint Jean de Luz, Claire, has been fishing.
Yes, fishing all along the history. It's the main port where we fish here in the Basque Country. We've got other ports, but more for leisure. So this one is the most important. We hunt whales in the past. Long past, till the 17th century. And then we fish a lot of tuna, anchovies, hake. So it's the most important port that we've got here. So all the fish that we eat here is from Saint Jean de Luz.
If you're a foodie, Saint Jean de Luz is one of your places. If you like fish, really, if you want to have some fresh fish, it's an amazing place because as you can see, we have a huge port in here, and it's the most important thing that has always been taken care of in this city.
Yes.
The fishing. Well, the fishing and maybe the pirating.
No, they are not pirates. No. We've got the name in French of Saint Jean de Luz, Cité des Corsairs. So Corsairs. So they are official. The king, they give them letters encouraging them to protect our harbors and our commerce.
Okay, she's French, I'm Spanish. They call them Corsairs,
Oui,
which is very nice and very beautiful. It's a French way of saying pirates.
Official pirates, we can say.
Official pirates.
Maybe.
So there we go. So they were commissioned by the king of France to protect and steal from the Brits and from the Spanish crown. And they were from here. And they made a lot of money.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, they were really rich.
Some of those Corsairs, they learned a lot. And they were the armors, is that how you say it later, when they settled, and they constructed all of these incredible houses that you see here. Okay, for example, the one that we have just seen,
the Maurice Ravel.
The Maurice Ravel. Let's see if we can. How come it is a Flemish style house? Okay. Whoops, sorry.
Very different from the others.
It is very, very different from the one by it. And they wanted to be different.
Yes, it was a way for them to show off. So back in this time, the people, they had not the possibility to travel. So if you were able to build a house different from what we know here, it means that you've been traveling around.
Obviously, the family of Maurice Ravel, they were traveling to Holland.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that is one of the most important houses that we have here in Cibourg. But if we talk about Saint Jean de Luz, probably the most important one is this one that we're accessing now, this pink one, which is totally different because this is a Venetian looking house. So this house, obviously they traded with Venice.
Exactly.
Well, this house was constructed in 1640.
Yes.
Okay. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so all of these streets are kind of narrow. Let's go into the road and let's hope that we're not run over.
I don't think we'll
So as you see, this has nothing to do with the traditional Basque house. Okay, this is more a Venetian palace, and instead of looking at the Grand Canal, they're looking over the port. But this house, it's very important to the history of the world.
Exactly, of our word, the French word, and
our word from Spain. Because we need to go to 1660.
Yes.
Yes. Akil just fell in front of us.
Yes.
For the bicycle.
The pauvre.
Poor kid. And what happened here in 1660?
Alors, in French, l'Infanta je reçus l'an 1660. On m'appelle depuis le château de l'Infante.
Which means?
It's almost a poem to say, I received here in 1660 the infant, And so from now, we call it the Castle of Infants.
So
the Infants Castle. Sorry.
This house is called the Infant's House. And we're going to talk about that infant in a sec. Okay, look at this beautiful house. Because we're going to keep on walking, but I want to show you a little bit a different house, which is a very famous house here. It's called the House of the Three Canons, but there's no canons, which is... Okay, so here we see these two totally different style houses. The one on the left, it is a half timber house with the Basque
Very
red color,
typical
from absolutely everywhere. But the one on the right, it is the famous House of the Three Canons, and has to do with those three canons that you see up there. That in fact, they're not cannons.
No, they're not used to kill or for bullets at all.
What were they for?
For the water.
So they're just gargoyles.
Exactly, but another style. But this one, as the other ones, they have the facade on the port. So it was the way to show off. And just also another way to have an eye on their boats, to verify that all the boats were coming back to the port, and to verify that the neighbor, they wouldn't have catch more boats.
So, the Corsairs. Okay, we made a boo-boo here. Sorry. What?
Voila.
Sorry for this, but we just strangled ourselves with the microphones. We had an accident here. So, we were telling you about this house. Oops. Sorry. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. So, this house that we have right behind us today. This is the house of the Infant.
Oui.
Okay. In 1660, we have the two big kingdoms in Europe. Spain
And France.
Spain.
France.
They hated each other, okay, and we had our 30-year war. Right, that was close. And the thing is that we were in constant wars, okay. The thing is that finally we decided, or we needed to make a treaty, a peace treaty. And okay, let's turn the camera around so you can see from here the glory of that house. So I think it's very beautiful. Okay, from here we see the Infant's house. The thing is that it was the Treaty of the Pyrenees, yes, and it was, okay, this is a cute thing because it was signed in the middle of a river, the river that divides Spain to France, in a tiny little island in the middle. It's called the Faisant Island. That there were a lot of things in that treaty. One of them, it was that island was for nobody. I don't know if you know that Spain and France never has the same size, because that island one year is Spanish, the next year it's French. Right? It's because that treaty was placed in there. But the important thing about that treaty, it is that the two monarchies, they're going to get married. So Spain sent to this palace the infant Maria Theresa of Austria, okay, the daughter of the king Philip IV of Spain, to come over here and marry Louis XIV.
Louis XIV, the Sun King.
The Sun King. Dun, dun, dun. And that wedding took place in here. Why here? Because it's the middle between Paris and Madrid, the two capitals, okay? So they came, all the royals, all the way here. The infant, the queen of Spain, the Spanish princess, stayed over there. And we're gonna see where the king stayed. Before, let us show you a little bit how he looked. Because this is, are we French with that beautiful French flag everywhere, flying around? This is the city hall.
Yes.
And here we have the image of
Louis XIV.
Louis XIV, the man,
Yeah.
the king's son. No, the king, el rey sol. How do you say it? The soleil?
Le Roi Soleil.
Le Roi Soleil. No, I
Le Roi
never
Soleil.
said it in French.
Le Roi
The
Soleil.
king's son, or the el rey sol in Spanish. So, he came over here, and they stayed almost a month in here,
Yeah.
but the wedding itself took place during one whole week.
Yeah.
Yes. The wedding, well, in fact, hi from England, hola. A very important thing is that back then, the queen, the princess, she would not be allowed to leave the country without being married. So they were married before they came here. Okay, so that is one of the things that a lot of people don't know. But the wedding ceremony took place here on June 9th, 1660, which is next week. Okay, next week we will be celebrating the anniversary of the wedding. Okay, so take a look at this beautiful plaza that we have here. I mean, can it be any more beautiful, cozy, French?
So normally during summer we've got all painters, and we say that this place is our small Montmartre.
Yeah. A little girl just looked at us like funny. It's like, why are you looking at me? It's just so defiant. So yes, a beautiful Montmartre. And this is a palace where the king stayed. Okay. This house now it hosts a museum.
Yes.
That unfortunately due to COVID is closed.
Yeah.
But the family who constructed this house, they still have an apartment in the house.
Yes.
So
it's still the same family that welcomed Louis XIV on that time. Well, not the same people.
yeah, the great grandkids. They obviously they don't live here. They just have it for the summer.
Yes, for summer, and then they let the rest of the house for the museum. So yeah, so you can visit and learn a bit more about this wedding and what happened in this time.
So if you have a chance to come to here, hopefully by the time you come over here, you can visit the museum. Sherry asked, how did he keep to the week when he was galloping on a horse? Well, he was a king's son, so hey. So that wedding really was an amazing event. It took place for a whole month, but all the royals from everywhere around Europe came over here to the Basque country, and many things were brought to the world. One of them, it was the dessert that was served on the wedding. Yes? Let's go to, we're going to visit pâtisserie.
La pâtisserie Adam.
Okay, Maison Adam, which is the one who still keep the tradition of that dessert that was presented for that wedding.
So you see the Sun King on
over
there.
You see the coat of arms of the Sun King.
Everywhere.
And what was? Can we come in? Yes.
Oui.
So this little beautiful patisserie, they have always done the same dessert. All right, look at this. I mean, okay. I'm Spanish, and I must say that French patisserie
is the best.
It's the best. Okay. It hurts me to say it, but yes.
You've got ham.
We have ham.
Patisserie.
You have patisserie. There we go. So look at all the pastries, all the chocolates, the gâteau basque, which is a very traditional thing from here. But all of this was not served at the wedding. What was served at the wedding was this, okay, which is
Macaron.
Les macarons.
Oui.
The one like that we. Yes, okay. We're back. What happened? I think we broke. Yeah, we went out. Yes. Thank you for keeping up with. We're back. It's like, what happened? We're gone. It's like, no, okay, we're back. So the thing is that Maison Madame is where they had the macaron, and I couldn't help it, and we bought some. The thing is that the macaron, this is the original pastry. You're jealous, Amara? Guess what? Even more. Oh gosh, so good. You know me, I love sweets. I am.
You have to respect the tradition.
You have to respect the tradition.
It's important.
The macaron, they're just an almond paste with white egg whites and sugar.
Exactly.
So it's a very basic. And there's a story that it was a mistake.
Yes, it was a serendipity. Indeed, they wanted to do another pastry, and one young man did a mistake, and he created this one. And so they had to taste it all over everyone. They had to eat everything because they couldn't sell it. And so they decided that it was really good, and they decided to keep it.
You keep on talking.
So yes, what we say is that they serve it at the Louis XIV wedding.
Yes, we need a taste of it. You are right. It is so good because it's sweet, but it's a little bit bitter. I mean, it is delicious. Okay, so go ahead and come over here to have some macaron. Well, Susana Perugini says hello. Jorge says hello. Everybody says hello. Claire.
Hello.
That's one of the things that happened or here. Also, a lot of dancing took place in here. And Louis XIV, Louis XIV, he fell in love with the Basque folk dance. And he took some groups of those folk dances and took them to Paris.
Yeah.
And it is said that part of the
official
ballet, classical ballet,
yeah.
it has to do with the Basque folk music.
Yes,
And
les entrechats. You know what is the entrechat? I won't show you. But les entrechats is when you just do like this.
When you jump.
Yeah, when you jump.
Well, in fact, in ballet, we have one part that is pas de Basque.
Pas de Basque ou pas de bourré?
Well, we say pas de Basque.
Pas de Basque.
So, yeah.
So yes, he took some dancers.
We took some dancers, and the classical ballet started in here. Anyway, so we have seen the princess's house, the king's house, which is this beautiful. I think this is the best view now with the trees. And now we're gonna go see the outside of the scaffold that is outside of the church where they got married. Right after they got married, they had to return back here. And let's see how I explain this. You know that, okay, the king had to perform the royal act. Well, I mean, we need to prove that the princess, she's a virgin, okay? And the first one there, it is the king. And from the first time, from the wedding night until the wife gets pregnant, every time they do it, we're gonna have they perform no pressure here, the mother-in-law, the bishop, and your mother,
they have to be there
watching. So go ahead and enjoy and have a baby here. So the king had to go there and deflower
voilà, que c'est beau.
The queen. I think that is the funniest thing ever. I mean, imagine the pressure. But I mean, it makes sense because we are talking that kid is going to be the next king of France. Yeah. So you better make sure that princess is a virgin, and the king, the second or the third one, who cares? Okay? Yeah. The first one, we need to do. Okay. So that's a thing, but
and you know that he was married with her cousin.
They were cousins.
Yeah, they were cousins. So he was in front of his mother-in-law, aunt at the same time. So a great mix of people.
Imagine your mother-in-law. It's okay. Let's not imagine that. So, as I said, unfortunately, we cannot see the church because it's under reconstruction outside. Mm-hmm. And inside, we have tested it, and there's no connection. I have taken a lot of pictures, and this afternoon, whenever I make it back home, I will post them. Okay, so we can, you can see how beautiful it is inside.
It's a very traditional church with the inside galleries, wooden galleries, so to separate women and men. So the men on the top and the women downstairs, and there is a beautiful, beautiful altar. So
so I'll post all of those pictures in no time. There's one thing that is traditional from the Basque country, and especially from here, I would say, are the Espadrilles.
Ah oui.
Yes. And the Espadrille shoes are everywhere around here. Let's find one little show. This one right there. 100,000 different colors. And
now it's trendy again. So it was a bit old school style, and now it's trendy again. They changed the colors, everything. So all the women for summer.
Yes, it's, you know, I told my kids about the bees and all of that. So anyway, hopefully they don't kick us out. So you see, all these are the traditional espadrilles from here. Okay, so now you have all the different patterns and fabrics, and it's super beautiful. Okay, so the espadrilles are from here.
Yes.
I don't know. It's in the summer. I think it's probably.
It's
super comfortable.
It's very comfortable, and you can have many colors. It's not that expensive, so you buy many of them. So the only thing is that you don't have to have rain here.
Yes.
So it's
if it rains, the ruin.
Yes, and then no, you can have them, and when they are a bit wrong, you keep them for your house.
Yes, I mean, at home I have espadrilles, and they're super comfortable.
Yeah.
In the summertime. In the winter, they're a little bit too cold for me. The other thing, I think it's traditional. Yeah. It's the linens from the Basque country.
Basque.
Okay, so all of these stripes and all of these shows. Jorge says that he loves when you laugh.
Pardon.
So all of these beautiful linens are super traditional from here. Okay. Whenever you come to the Basque country, you're gonna find espadrilles. You're gonna find all of this linen.
And for them, it's exactly the same. That it was old school. That it was our grandmother that had this type of linen at home, and now they changed the colors. So it's trendy now.
I love.
And it's really high quality. And
well, they're expensive, but they last forever.
Yeah. It's what we say, and traditionally we offer that for somebody for a wedding or something like that.
I mean, if you follow on every Sunday, I do a cooking class at home with Ainhoa, and we have all the linens that we have. Most of the linens we have are from this type of linens. We have one that is blue, that was given to us on our wedding. That was we married in 1999, and we use it yesterday. And we use it every single day. I mean, it's like you wash it, you put it, you wash it, you put it. So it's like really.
And you know that you've got 7 different stripes for the 7 provinces.
Provinces. That's a tradition. Now there's so many patterns and everything. That's so beautiful. Okay, now we're heading to the ocean, so now maybe we get a little bit windy.
Yes.
Please let us know if it's too windy, so we can protect a little bit of our mics. Okay. Okay. I love this view from here.
And now you will understand why Maurice Ravel talk about
especially today.
wind and waves.
Look at this beautiful coast.
So you know, it's the first time this year that I come here. Because of COVID, but I live a bit closer than you.
Okay, so I was like, anyway, so as you see here, we have a beautiful coastline. It is such peaceful. For me, this is like magic. And here we get to see 3 very important structures. This one, as we go farther on the bay. This one in the middle, whoops, and then on the left, a 3rd one. Why do we have this here, Claire?
Alors, to protect the bay. So, we told you with Maurice Ravel that we have a lot of waves. It was really stormy. Imagine that here, where you see the sand, there was another neighborhood of the city, but it was destroyed by the ocean because of the waves, because of the storms. So now it's really calm, but it's protected by these 3 dikes. Is correct?
Okay. Yeah, water walls, dikes. So really the ocean here, this is such exposed city that the waves would crash all the way into here and destroy the whole city.
Yeah.
Okay, so Napoleon the third, which is Napoleon Bonaparte's nephew. Okay, he is the one that constructed these 3 jetties, or these 3 structures, these walls, to protect from the ocean, and they require constant repairing.
Yes, every year we put more concrete stones. So there are 52 tons each, so they put 30 of them in each dikes every year.
Every year?
Every year.
Oh my God.
So they stopped to put them during the Second World War, and it's when the walls started to be crushed by the ocean. So it's really impressive.
So it's obviously they do it by boat, and it's like
it's a bit rustic way to do it, but it's dangerous because the more you approach the wall, the more you've got other
rocks and
And during the storm that we had last year, so one concrete stone got on the top of the dikes, and the day after it was pushed on the other side. Just to explain you the
how
strength,
strong
of the ocean.
Imagine all of that. So here, really, we have been always exposed to the ocean. Okay, and the ocean, it's a big thing that has given life with the whale hunting, with the Corsairs, but also has brought destruction to the city. So really, the ocean, it's, Mother Nature, I always say that it's the most incredible thing in the world, and Mama Nature knows much better than all of us.
Yes.
Okay, so what else can we say? Okay, here the Côte Basque, it is a lot of people knows this part because of the surfing, not on this bay.
No, because of the dikes, so they cut the waves. So we don't have many waves here in Saint Jean de Luz. But the more you go on the coast to Biarritz or Andai or wherever else, then here you have a lot of surf.
So surfing is a huge thing on the Basque coast, and Biarritz, I think, is probably the hot spot where everybody comes over here, and it's super nice. I mean, we'll have to do Biarritz another day.
Yeah, I think we say surf because it's really hard.
For that, we'll call Agus, our friend Agus. We'll have another friend who is a surfer.
And really interesting history too.
Yeah, so we will. So one of the things that I think is pretty cool, it's that if you see, okay, here we have the ocean, which is gorgeous, okay, and we have the 3 jetties all the way at the back. But if you see, we are right now walking on another protection.
Yes.
Because all of these, they had to construct this extra wall around here to protect from the waves.
Exactly.
And as they constructed this wall, all the houses could not connect with the beach, and they had to do all of these little ramps from the houses to here, okay, which I think is pretty cool. Why don't we come down here a little bit away from the wind? So about food in here, as we said, we have a lot of very good places to have lunch in here.
Good fish.
Very good fish. We have Michelin star restaurants around. So if you're a foodie,
it's a really good. And we go when we want to have a good restaurant. I live in the countryside, so we come here to have a good dinner.
I love kaiku.
Kaiku, it's Michelin star.
Bonjour, Vero.
Salut, Vero. So you know that this house is the oldest of Saint Jean de Luz?
I didn't know that one.
Yes.
Okay. When does it date, do you know?
From the beginning of the 16th century. Wow. So Esquerena is her name, its name in Basque. So it's the oldest one, and we say that because of the storm, because of the wars, all the city was destroyed except this one, but because it was made with stones.
It's all made of stone, and it hosts one of the best restaurants here in town, which is Kaiku. Okay, let us show you the name of it. I love this place, Kaiku. They got a Michelin star?
Yes.
This year, because they didn't have it last year.
Yeah,
it's new, I think.
It's new.
The newest
one. This house, you want a secret?
This
house is really simple, no?
Yeah.
This is the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Jean-Paul Gaultier. Oh my oui. The big fashion designer.
It's his house here in the Basque.
Sherry asks, do you speak Basque?
Oui. Bye. Bye.
So why do you say this is Jean-Paul Gaultier's house?
Hori da Jean-Paul Gaultieren etxea. Eta bere izena da gurea da. The name of the house is our. This is our.
This is our.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one.
So Jean-Paul Gaultier loves this.
One time I did a visit here, and one guy told me, this is the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and he opened the door. And I said, it will be the same for everyone. He said, for Napoleon III it will be difficult.
Yeah. So Jean-Paul. Well, if you don't know who Jean-Paul Gaultier is, a very avant-garde, very French artist. By the way, this type of sweater that I'm wearing, this fisherman sweater, it is the Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is not Jean-Paul Gaultier, okay? This is much simple. The Jean-Paul Gaultier designs this type of things. Okay, let's turn the camera around. So, I love the vibe of this, city. What about the COVID rules in France?
COVID rules. So now we can eat in the restaurants. So the restaurants, the bars are open. That was not the case 2 weeks ago. So they open the bars, the restaurant, but you have to be less than 6%, so 6% maximum, and you need to have more space in the restaurant. So they
reduce amount
of
social distancing.
And then we can go outside.
I mean, I think it's so good to see people outside.
To see people in the bar. And
people outside having drinks. I think it's, trying to get back to normal life, hopefully.
Almost normal life.
So right now it's beginning to be very safe to come to Europe. France, I think you are open for vaccinated people
exactly.
already.
Yeah.
Spain, we open next week for vaccinated tourism from anywhere around the world. So, hey, if you're thinking about
to come
to Europe, we are here welcoming all of you, and we love you.
So we're waiting for you.
We're waiting for you. So I think we are pretty much done with the city of Saint Jean de Luz. So, my friends, first of all, Claire,
Merci beaucoup.
thank you very, very, very much.
And it was good for me to see you.
We have not seen each other for a year.
Yeah.
Okay, which is like the weirdest thing in the world. I love this girl. She's a sweetheart.
Merci.
I'm so happy to see you today. Everybody, thank you very much for joining. As I will always say, all of these tours are tip supported, so if you want to leave us a tip, thank you very, very much. The tip jar is on the feed. Argibili, which is her website. If you ever come to the Basque Country, to the French Basque Country, Claire can host you everywhere, and she has a van. You have a driver's license to drive tourists around, so she is your person in contact. Vero says that everybody loves her. Oh, we love you.
Merci.
Jorge sends you a lot of kisses. Basque Country is stop mass. Yes, it is.
It's a good place, and you can go both sides, so French and Spanish ones.
Yes.
We are lucky.
Yes, we're very lucky. C'est merveilleux, yeah. Close enough. Merci beaucoup, everybody.
Merci beaucoup.
Have a wonderful Milesker in Basque. There we go. Well, that's one of the words that's very different because depending where you are in the Basque Country,
you
say
another.
Milesker.
Yes.
We say eskerrikasco. Okay, so it depends where you're from. We say it a little bit different. But anyway, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. We love you, everybody. See you Sunday cooking. Bye.